Oops. Excellent. Okay. It's always nerve-wracking when you go live like this, just hanging in there waiting. Oh. Hopefully it's working. Yay. Good stuff. Okay, so if you are watching, then do say hello. Drop me a little comment there so I can see you. I think. Oh, hopefully it's going to work okay. It's Jenny. Hello, Jenny. How are you this morning? How are you getting on with your steps this week? Hopefully good. Another Jenny. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Okay, that's brilliant. Someone else on there. And Karen, hello. Are you feeling it today? Did you? Oh, good workout last night, wasn't it? It was a good workout. It is. I'm a bit achy today, I must say. More tonight. So don't forget that we've got fantastic Totally Tabata this evening. Bring your weights along again and we'll do some more legs. I'm determined that we're going to get our steps in this week. Anyway, so let us move on. So the first thing I wanted to do with Totally, no, not Totally, I was going to say Totally Tabata, can't speak now. Yes, welcome to Tuesday Chatterbox. That's what it is. That's what we're doing. I know where I am. And obviously, if you don't know me, my name's Mo, and this is our little Chatterbox session where we can talk about just about anything. You got a new puppy? Oh, you're getting your steps in then. Excellent. Oh, I want to see pictures. Pictures, please. Anyway, so the first thing I wanted to do this week, because obviously I wasn't here last week, I was having a few days off, is to just say a massive thank you to everyone who, excuse me, to everyone who was thoughtful and kind enough to send us messages of support last week. So as some of you will know, there's been some family events, and there was a lot of positivity and a lot of love came our way last week, which was absolutely amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful, as is Ellie. And if you were not able to perhaps pass on positivity, maybe because your own views have been challenged, then I understand that as well. And hopefully you will realise that Ellie is the same person and has just made some life-changing decisions. So, having said that, I also want to say thank you to everyone who was massively, wonderfully generous on my birthday, because I had a little birthday there. And I've never been shy about my age, so I've hit 61. Let me tell you that last night the knees really felt it. It was like overnight. Somebody had said, you've got old lady knees. Oh my goodness. So we're going to do the same again today. I'm going to challenge my knees and do some more squats and lunges this evening in Totally Tabata. On the subject of squats and lunges and generally legs, this week we have our amazing 70,000 step challenge. And 70,000 steps, as you can probably work out, the kid call, they happen. I bet they're keeping you on your toes. Get that step counter on. So this week we have our 70,000 step challenge. Not everybody has to do 70,000. You set your own target, but 70,000 steps is basically 10,000 steps a day for 7 days. And 10,000 steps is what we are recommended to achieve every day in order to keep ourselves healthy, strong, and fit for much longer. This is what we want to do. So if you have not quite got your head around how to fit 70 steps in, then let's have a look at a few ways that we can maybe do that. And the obvious one is to go for a walk. Oh, the weather is awful, isn't it, again? And if you're like me, I'm a very fair weather friend when it comes to walking and being outdoors. I like the weather to be nice. Not too hot, not too cold. The Goldilocks of weather women, me. So you can't always go for that lovely long walk and get your steps in all in one go. So what else can you do to help yourself? Well, there are loads of ways. You've probably made yourself a little drink there and you're having a listen to me ramble on. Feel free to comment, it's okay. And yeah, are you kicked back in a chair? Get up and walk around while you're listening to me. Get a few steps in that way. Walk around while you're drinking your coffee instead of sitting down with the newspaper or your book. What about when you go to the supermarket? How about you park at the very back corner of the supermarket and just walk those few extra steps? Apart from anything, there'll be less people parked there, so you'll have more room. Don't know about you, but reversing into a parking space, I need room. What about, well, it's not really the weather for it, but maybe doing a few circuits of your garden. If you're lucky enough to have a garden, you could do a few circuits of the garden if the weather changes. And while you're there, you could start like tidying up now, ready for the summer, because it's coming. The summer is coming. I'm convinced of it. I am. If you're catching the bus into town, is very controversial at the moment because obviously parking charges have just been introduced into our little town after forever free parking. But if you're thinking that maybe instead of taking the car in, you're going to get the bus into town, use public transport, which is very eco-friendly, I suppose. Get off one stop early and do that extra little walk into or to your destination. I'm assuming everybody's coming to Atherstone. What else could you do? You could walk instead of doing that short drive. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I can get 2,000 steps in just walking up to town and back again to do those little errands, as long as you've got loads and loads of shopping to carry. And what else could we do? We could, you feel free to put some suggestions in here, okay? Help me out here. What else could you do? You could walk around while you're on the phone, chatting to your mates. You could, if you're at work during the day, because obviously some of us have to go to work for the day. If you're in an office, sitting down at your desk all day, get up and go for a walk at lunchtime. When you take your coffee break, walk around with your coffee. Make sure, especially if you're sitting at your computer all day, make sure that you set a little alarm and get up and have a little 5-minute wander at least once every hour. Okay, that's just good posture, good sense, and much better for you anyway, as well as fitting a few extra steps. It's amazing how many steps you can do just walking around for 5 minutes. You could what could you do? You can march while you're brushing your teeth, couldn't you? Yeah, so if you're doing that little march while you're brushing your teeth, you're soon going to rack some steps up. Well, you could do one of my classes. That's always a good one, isn't it? I mean, yesterday we did 3,500 steps in our cardio and core. Low intensity, but very high energy. We have a Tabata class tonight, which is going to be all about legs because we're determined to get our steps in. Walkie-talkie, we can do between 2,000 and 3,500, 4,000 steps, depending on what routines we use. Line dancing, always a good one, very low impact, but my goodness me, we rack some steps up and we get to sing along to some great songs. What else could we do? Okay, instead of sitting down with your book or your knitting like I do, I've got very sedentary hobbies. But instead of just sitting down, why not, first of all, before you let yourself sit down, you could walk around the house and check that everything's been put away, check the windows are shut or whatever, but walk right around the house all the way, up and down the stairs and everything. Probably not so easy if you live in a flat. You could go downstairs and you could come back up again. Okay, so some ideas. You could put your favorite song on and dance. So every hour, pick a different song and have a dance around the kitchen. That would be a really nice one. Jenny, you could take the dog out for a walk. Other Jenny, you could take the kids out for a walk. There you go. Sorted. So this morning we've done a very simple. Oh, it hasn't registered any steps for me. I was going to say I've probably done 200 steps. Hasn't registered any steps for me. Bless it. 94 steps it says I've done today. I've done more than that for sure. Maybe it needs charging up. Oh dear. Okay. Anyway, so get your steps in. And remember, it's a weekly total. So if you can't manage 10,000 steps one day because of whatever's going on in your world, that's fine. Stick a few extra in the next day, stick a few extra in on another day. You'll soon make those numbers up. But get your steps in. And when you're doing it, why not post onto our main Facebook page, Activille Studio, and let us know how you're getting on, because it's always great to know if people are succeeding. We love that. We love a good success story. But equally, if you're needing a little bit of a motivator, if you push that message onto the Facebook page, then you will definitely get some messages off people. Anyway, that was all I wanted to say, was join the challenge. You've still got time. It's only Tuesday, so still got time, and you can pick your 7 days. It doesn't matter. Get your steps in. Let us know how you're doing. And thank you to everyone for being wonderful, positive, motivating, and fabulous fans. Come and see me soon. Bye.